Sometimes that's what you need to see yourself, break through and free yourself, accept your own and be yourself. It's magic. The story of life is not tragic.
The kinds of kids that are called super predators, no conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heal, and the president...
A single thread in the tapestry, though its color brightly shine, can never see its purpose in the pattern of the grand design. And the stone that sits on the very top of the mountain's mighty face doesn't think it's more important than the stones that form the base. So how can you see what your life is worth or where your value lies? You can never see through the eyes of man. We must look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eyes. Because I don't believe there's a God, I fucking hope there's not a God. I fucking hope. Oh, please. If you don't believe in God, you better fucking hope. You better get on your knees and pray. Please, God, don't be. That's a bad thing to be wrong about. That's a bad wrong. You're an atheist your whole life and you die and you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, you're shitty with a beard and everything. Fuck. Oh. Hey. Yeah, I'm going. Yep. Being wrong the other way is not a big problem. If you believe in God and you're wrong, you don't really have a problem. It gives you a little comfort during your stupid life. I'm curious about God. I'm curious about his life. I'm curious about God's existence. What's that like to be God? You know, we don't know anything about him. I think one reason people don't believe in him because we don't have a sense of God. Because it doesn't say anything anymore. He used to talk all the time. He used to go up to people on the street. Hey, don't buy a writing on the rocks. Look at that! Do it! And it was confused. Everyone's like, oh, okay, I'm trying to figure it out. And then for 2,000 years, he just nothing, says nothing. And everybody's fighting. He could clear a lot of shit up with a 5-minute press conference. If God spoke for 5 minutes, he'd solve a lot of problems. He just showed up, all right, everybody, yeah, I'm the Lord, okay. Real quick. First of all,
Who knows what love is will understand.
Baby, you understand me now. If sometimes you see that I'm mad, don't you know no one alive can always be an angel? When everything goes wrong, you see some bad. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop at the time. How long shall they kill our prophets? Always stand aside and look. Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you hear to sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption songs, all I ever had. Redemption songs, these songs of freedom, songs of freedom.
Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad, sing.
Might see a ghost tonight. And if you don't know now, you know. Take it back. All you scared to death, Negro.
know where the slum is. None of you niggas have seen the carnage that I've seen. I still hear fiends scream in my dreams. Murder, murder in black convertibles. I kill a block, I murder the avenues. I rape and pillage your village, women and children. Everybody wanna know what my Achilles heel is. Love, I don't get enough of it. All I get is these vampires and bloodsuckers. All I see is these niggas I made millionaires, milling about, spilling their feelings in the air. All I see is these fake fucks with no fangs, trying to draw blood from my ice cold veins. I smell a massacre, seems to be the only way to back you back.
This is a God dream, this is a God dream, this is everything. This is everything. Deliver us serenity, deliver us peace, deliver us love, yeah. We know we need it. You know we need it. You know we need it. No need for sorrow. Let's just make love until the moonlight. I want you to remember me. I want you to remember me. Lead on my legacy.
The wolf is at the top of the food pyramid. And by the way, the top predators, grizzly bears, wolves, and panthers, the jaguar, they're going extinct at a faster rate than other wildlife, than other biodiversity. And part of it is because they are at the top of the food chain and there's fewer of them to begin with. But they have what's called a forcing effect on the rest of the ecosystem. And the example from Yellowstone is that wolves were extirpated, completely killed off Yellowstone by the 1920s. There's a really sad picture of the last 2 wolf cubs captured in Yellowstone in the 20s being hauled off to be killed, and they look like they know it's about to happen. So what happened in Yellowstone is the ecosystem started to degrade. And so by the 1970s, the Lamar River, this historic ancient river, was completely degraded, no vegetation on its sides, dry, crumbly soil in its banks, very much fewer fish than historically, fewer birds. And the reason was that elk in particular, and also deer and other browsing animals, were hanging out and browsing the aspen and the willow down to the ground, and the greenery never had a chance to grow back, so just decimated the environment. So wolves were reintroduced in the 90s, and just because ecologists were saying, we need to have all the historic animals that we can in the national parks, let's reintroduce wolves, it's the right thing to do. So, and it gave them an opportunity to see what the impact on the environment was going to be. And it was, I think, pretty shocking to a lot of them that what they noticed is that the ecosystem started to come back, started to heal. And in the 20 or 30 years of research that's gone on about this wolf interaction, something called the ecology of fear has been named as part of what happens. And what happens is the elk, when they know that a wolf is around, they behave very differently than if a wolf is not around. So wolves actually, look at that skinny thing. A bull elk can weigh 900 pounds. And in most elk and wolf interactions, the wolf does not end up killing an elk. It's a very difficult life for the wolf's life. And elks often injure wolves. They win their battles at least half the time. So it's not that the wolves were taking out enough elk to make a difference of how much herbivory was going on in the landscape, but it changed the behavior of the elk. And the ecology of fear quantified that these elk, when they know that there's wolves around, they look over their shoulder every 2 minutes, and they take a bite, and then they look over their shoulder and they keep moving. And just that behavior change alone gives the greenery time to come back. And when the greenery comes back, so what did they find on the Lamar River? Beavers started to move back in. Beaver starts to move back in, builds their dam, stops up the water flows through more slowly, cleans the water, more fish start appearing, more birds, everything comes back, and it happens fairly quickly. One of the really positive things about nature is that in a lot of places, all you have to do is remove whatever is hurting it, and it will come back pretty well.
The fire make it fun, then we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end you will just like a Sunday. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Skrillex ablaze the fire, make it fun, then we mash up the place, turn up the bass and make some sound, boy run. And we will end you week just like a Sunday.